Welcome to the Sam and Joe VA Show, where we teach women just like you how to start and scale a thriving virtual assistant business.
We're your hosts, Sam and Joe, and get ready to have the control, flexibility, and freedom you've always dreamed of.
Welcome to episode 157, Why Your Leads Are Asking for Discounts and Pro Bono Work.
Yeah, do you find yourself in the situation where basically that's happening? Like every single lead that seems to be reaching out to you seems to be wanting something more from you than you can afford to give.
Mm-hmm.
Giving away your time for free.
Or that you should even consider giving if you don't want to, like you don't have to discount.
No, you don't. You don't.
Even if you could afford it, you don't have to discount.
Yeah.
The only discounts that I do in my VA business is sometimes when a not-for-profit comes to us, we do offer a not-for-profit rate.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, people don't ask for discounts. And I think there's a really specific reason that we've had a chat about, which is why we wanted to talk about it on this episode.
Yeah. In our experience, when we hear this from virtual assistants, we've kind of seen that there's a pattern appearing. And it's more often than not virtual assistants that are starting out or have recently started out. And when I say that, not just a matter of days, but a few months in, sometimes even 6 months in. And it's the way they are talking about their business that is attracting these types of leads.
Yes. It's words like, I've just started my VA business.
Yeah. I've just got my first client. Or I'm looking for my first client. Oh,
I'm a new virtual assistant.
I'm so excited about my brand new business that I've launched.
Oh, I'm just starting a wee business on the side.
I've been in business for a little while, but I'd love to get some more clients. It's this type of messaging that virtual assistants are putting out in the world, and that's in their copy. It's when they're networking online in Facebook groups. It's even when they're attending in-person events sometimes, how they're introducing themselves.
Yep. And I think there's two things at play. One is that kind of nervousness and wanting to kind of like shrink down a little bit so that your head isn't popped up to be judged. So you're like, oh, it's just a little business. You kind of downplay it to make it less scary for you. The other one is that you are feeling like you have to be accurate in what you say and your messages, like telling the truth that it is new and that you're just starting. But you actually don't need to say that at all.
Because when you are saying things like this, what it is you're actually doing is attracting leads that are going to themselves. They're reading this or they're hearing this and they're going, ooh, okay, fresh blood. This person wants some experience. They're desperate for clients. They really want their business to work. I bet I can get them for cheap or for them to do something for the experience or let's talk about the other one, exposure. They can do this job for me for exposure.
Because I'm so high profile, I could really help this new VA with their business. And that means that I can ask for a discount because I'm that giving and generous in terms of what I can do for their exposure.
Do you see where we're going with this?
You see how our voice changed then? You do not need to say that you are new or just starting or that you don't have any clients and you're looking for your first client. You do not need to say any of that. You can just say you are a virtual assistant You have a spot available, 2 spots available. That kind of language is very different to I'm just starting out, I'm new, and I need my first client.
Yep. Yep.
And that's going to fix the problem.
It really will. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. It's the way that you are talking about your business and the language that you're using. So switch it up. Have that confident language coming through, that certain language. You're in business. You're looking for your next client.
I think the same goes for those virtual assistants that are only looking for subcontractor work. They actually only want to work for established virtual assistants who are growing their own teams. I think the same thing goes for them. I reckon as soon as they go, oh, I'm new, I think I want to step into this space and I really want to make this work because I want to be able to work from home in my own hours to work around my family. You know,
and I want the experience. They always add that in. I want the experience.
Yeah. Yes. So, hand on heart, there's got to be established virtual assistants that will read that type of language and go, oh, I reckon I could get them for a little bit cheaper than I'd normally pay. And that means then my profit's going to be bigger.
Yep. So if this is you, if you are thinking to yourself, oh, I might use that language right now, switch it up, change the language, and you will not get people asking for discounts. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Sam and Joe VA Show. If you'd like to find out more, head to the VA Foundry website to check out the Members Club and the amazing resources, training, and coaching.
You can find us at thevafoundry.com.